I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks in today's game have already gone head-to-head in the playoffs multiple times. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Colin Kaepernick. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 11 matchup.
The 49ers are back deep, waiting for the kick return. The Packers ready to get this action started. Out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Kaepernick is going to be at quarterback today. He ranks in the top 10 for touchdown passes in the league this season. The 49ers break huddle and show a jumbo look. In the end, it picks up only a yard. Here's our look at the 49ers offense. They had a special game on the ground last week, racking up over 300 yards rushing. The 49ers from the 22. Brings it into his body. Gains 16.
The margin of error against man-to-man defense is much smaller for a quarterback than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
Kaepernick dropping back to throw once again. And this is dropped. And with that, let's look at the Packers' defensive lineup. They have found the way this year to be one of the best in the league against the pass and find themselves right now in the top 10 in that category. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
The 49ers now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations. Kaepernick's got it in the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. And Matthews has got the catch and the first. Well, you work all week long on a game plan if you're the offensive coordinator, and you come right out and it works.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it? Makes the offensive players, they feel good about what's going on, and it gives confidence to that play caller. That's just as important.
And now here's the handoff, and that gains one. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
Trying to establish the run, but there's nothing there here at the start.
Well, they didn't pick up many yards that time, no doubt about it, but that's a bad job by the running back. He picked the wrong side to run to. Nobody was blocked on the side he went to.
Third and 6, and off the mark on that short throw.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Solid receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Coming on to the field, the former league MVP and Super Bowl winning quarterback, Aaron. Rodgers. They bring in the extra tight end. He's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, when you get the offense backed up like this, you got to put the pressure on your defense and go out there. We need a 3 and out so we can get the football back and get good field position.
The Packers lined up, bunch formation. Out of the gun, he's taken down.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Quarters formation here for the defense. From the gun, Rodgers looking to the right side and throwing. Has his man.
So I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. Intercepted. Charging ahead. Heat churning ahead. He's brought to a halt.
When you get an opportunity like this, you want to take advantage of it. The defense did. The opportunity was there. They get a chance to intercept the football. They do. Now can their offense take advantage of this situation?
Kaepernick with the handoff. Bradford's in on the tackle.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. The 49ers from the 22. And the pass goes incomplete. Munnerlyn in on the coverage.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Double tight end formation. The 49ers from the 22. Toss play to Lacy. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
The 49ers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens is a run, loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The 49ers last week cruised to victory, but now they're showing they're just as capable of playing in a tight game, Phil.
Yeah, when you want to be a good team in the NFL, you got to show that you have a lot of ways to win football games. We saw that last week. Now they got to show us they can win these tight ones also.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. The wide receiver in motion. And Rodgers will hand it off. That picks up 7.
This is just another way when you run the draw play to see if the defense that you're going against has discipline. If they don't, draw plays work great.
The Packers from the 27. Finds Cobb. Nice tackle.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. 1st down at the 31. They'll go Brown. He's tackled right at the 31. And with that, let's take a look at the Packers offense. Last week, they were motoring up and down the field, throwing for over 350 yards. Short's going to get set in the... slot for this snap. The Packers snap it at the 31. Ball's thrown incomplete. Great coverage there by the defense. Here's how the 49ers defense. This is a defensive unit that does not allow much at all. This is a very proud, hungry, and angry defensive unit. Jordy Nelson with the grab. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Interesting situation right here in the gym. 4th and short near midfield. You're behind. It's in the first half. Do you go for it to try to get momentum back on your side, or do you punt it away? Me, I would punt it. We'll see what the coach does.
It'll be a touchback. First down on the way. They're setting up screen. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Colin Kaepernick will be taking this one from the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a third and long situation and you're winning the close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
The catch is made. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Cobb with a chance to return this one. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Gets the handle here. Taken down at the 39.
Packers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The Packers have it at the 39. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
You got to keep your offensive linemen aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Second down and 7. Gets it out for the completion, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Hey, nice route by the wide receiver that time. Good throw by the quarterback. It reminds me of the days with the Miami Dolphins. Paul Warfield running those corner routes, and Bob Greasy putting it right on target.
The Packers will take the snap from the 40. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Offense lines up here. 2nd and 13. Another carry here. That's a gain of 10. After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. The defense comes out on the dime.
Let's go.
Play fake. Finds his mark. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Brought down after a gain of 15.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
Let's go. Brad, 38.
One catch. Touchdown.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The 49ers looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 7-3. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. They come to the line, and it's first down. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. They'll march him at the 29. Right now, this is a team that trails, and they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side. Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that third down.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. The 49ers have it at the 34. Looking across the middle, underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
On third downs, the defense knows in most situations it's going to be a pass, and let's give some credit to the defensive front. They pressure the QB, and they force the incompletion.
No return here as he makes the fair catch. The Packers offense heads on to the field. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Now 1st and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Nelson's tackled right at the 42.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
First down at the 42. Play action. Finds Cobb. That brings the play to an end.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation, throws the pass. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you? Reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed. That's the sign of a good receiver.
Snapping out of the gun, and he's forced to the ground.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they're whooping some tail. Today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
319! 319!
3rd and 2. They'll go ground. Gains 20. Just look at the numbers behind the rushing attack here. And they are absolutely dominating at the line of scrimmage and on the scoreboard as well.
An offensive lineman's dream to run the football, to dominate physically, and be winning the football game. That is a trifecta.
Once again, they'll run it. He stacked up at that point. As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? Creative, that's all I know.
Goal line defense on the field. 2nd and goal at the 1. Handoff made. He runs it across. Touchdown.
fullback gets the touchdown. So many things they do are underappreciated. Blocking for the running back, protecting the quarterback, but nothing like scoring a touchdown.
Packers now ready to kick the football down the field. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers come onto the field now for this next series. Nickel formation here for the defense. Nickel formation for the defense here. Just a quick drop back. Kaepernick now on the move. It's wide open. Gains 14.
Nice awareness that time by the quarterback. Sometimes when you drop back, don't be too stubborn. Stand in that pocket and take a hit. If you have to run, take off. He gets it done that time and picks up a first down.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. And now they're going to go with the draw play.
Got to stay patient with the run game. That's what the offense is doing here. Even though they haven't had any big gains yet, there's a little short gain that time, but you're hoping to break one sooner or later.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 7. And he takes off. Now looking at 3rd down. The jumbo set on the field. They'll run it here. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Lacy is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down at the 47. Benjamin's going to pull in the bullet pass, and he's brought to the ground.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach if they can punch this in for the touchdown.
To the ground. And that's a gain of 9.
The 49ers, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Picked up a couple that time.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
2nd and goal from the 8. Kaepernick's unable to find his target that time.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
3rd and goal from the 8. They'll throw it over the middle. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board. Well, it's a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
And he takes the knee. Rodgers will now bring his offense onto the field and start this next drive at the 20. First down, offense readying for the snap. It's a 2 tight end formation. Rodgers still has it. Down the field. Almost intercepted that time.
I'm not going to say that was a good decision by the quarterback, but it will get the defense and wake them up and keep them alert to the fact that he is willing to throw the football down the field into some very risky coverage.
Full house formation. Second down and 10. Handoff, trying to plow ahead. He's tackled at the 28.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Third down and 2. On the money.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this and pick up those first downs and keep it going.
He makes the catch. Denard's there to take it down.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver fights through to pick up the first. Here's a look now at a tight end who has been heavily featured in the passing game so far, partner.
Yeah, he has been featured, and look, it's such a tough job for the linebackers today. Now they expect them to cover tight ends who can run like wide receivers. And then they say, oh, no, when it's not a pass, go up there and stop the run. Hard to do both, so this tight end's having great success so far.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Packers have it at the 44. Makes the catch, and he steps out of the field to play.
Well, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 27. Shorts got it on a pass. 6 on the board for the Packers.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on to that lead with a touchdown. It's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Brought down right around the 33-yard line. The 49ers come to the line. They'll start this drive at the 33. The Packers lined up in the nickel. The 49ers take it from the 33. Got the completion. Gains 11. First down here after the completion. Offense lines up here. Looking to go up top again on first down. That ball never got past the line of scrimmage.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
2 tight ends on the field here. Second and 10. Scrambling now. Lays out and makes the play. They face first down. Colin Kaepernick under center. They're going back up top. And now he'll take off. While under pressure, can't find the target on the pass underneath.
Nice job by the defensive backs. The quarterback buys the extra time. He gets outside of the pocket, but look at them. They stay right with the pass receivers. Nobody gets open. Quarterback has to throw it away.
Second down and 10. Throw to the left. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Offense lines up here. First and 10. Looking across the middle, finds Shorts. And they are in on Shorts. The Packers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. and 10. Looks to his left. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Wide receivers are bunched up. Screen. Finds his mark. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line. The Packers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Rodgers by himself in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Brings it in. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard.
It's one of the better ones in the NFL. Well, that's how they have built this football team, Jim. It's about the quarterback and wide receivers doing it through the air. And if they want to win games, that's how they have to get it done.
Nelson's got the catch and the first. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. Bailey's lining up for the field goal. He's 12 for 12 on the season. The kick is good.
Jim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down coming up. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Picks up about 2. So that's going to do it for the first half. Packers are up here in this one. Crosby ready now for the second half kickoff. Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. First down here. Offense lines up here. The third quarter begins with this play. He's tackled right at the 24. There's been no shortage of big plays today with this quarterback at the helm, Phil.
Oh, my gosh, what an arm this quarterback has. How about these throws down the field? Not only they fought. Advantage of his arm.
Second down and 6. Aaron Rodgers way down the field. Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Third down and 6. Interception. Nice piece of running.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
We'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. It's got some daylight. Second down. Lacy lines up in the backfield. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Reaches out and grabs it. Second down here. Here's the handoff. Picks up 8 here. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Dropping back 3. Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
Well, it's first and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here, and so the offense, they call a nice play, very deceptive. They throw the football, and they get the easy touchdown pass.
Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Packers ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. First and 10. Rodgers still has it. He has the grab. Gains 18. Well, this tight end is bouncing back. That's a big deal in this league, Phil. And he didn't have a good game last outing, but today a completely different story.
Well, he's such a good player, Jim, that it's hard for him to have 2 bad games in a row. And so far today, he has been sharp, and the quarterback is putting it right on target.
Keeps it here. Aaron Rodgers way down the field. He's got the touchdown.
Well, it was a long throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver, but that was absolutely awful coverage by the defense. They were out of position, and they give up the long touchdown throw.
Packers now ready to kick the football down the field. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now marches onto the field. Offense lines up here. Now first and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket.
The coach is going, hey, nice job, son, nice job. Anytime the quarterback takes off on a pass play and picks up a first down, it makes the coaches feel really good.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 34. Pulls it in. Clinton Dix there to make the tackle. It's first down as they head to the line. Lacy lines up in the backfield. Back to the air here on first down. Running away from the pressure. There's a yellow marker down on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
There's a call we don't see all that often. An illegal forward pass.
Yeah, that's right. The quarterback that time was past the line of scrimmage. He lost his judgment where he was at on the football field. I can understand why. Trying to avoid so many hits. Didn't realize he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Second down and a long way to go. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left. Well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
Gets away from the pressure, has his target.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
First down on the way. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Staying with the passing game on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, the offensive line did it all on this drive, didn't they? Here it is on first and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. He'll fire it out to the left. And Cobb is stopped there. You have to like what this team has done today passing the football. It's been their identity this season, and that continues here today.
Yeah, it's like, listen, this quarterback is a lot like a pitcher. Some days he'll beat you with the fastball. The next day it's the breaking ball, and that's what he can do, too. He beats you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
And Rodgers will hand it off. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 4. They'll go ground, and that's good for only a yard or two.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
They bring in the extra tight end. They want to keep. Ball comes out, and the recovery is made by the defense. Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
He's tackled right at the 36.
Benjamin is one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Field. The 49ers will take the snap from the 30. He's scrambling down, reaches out and snatches it.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
First down here. Offense lines up here. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Has his man. He's brought down. They come to the line, and it's first down. The defense comes out in the nickel. Looking to go up top again on first down. And he hauls it in.